Andrew for Cultaholic. Andrew, what are Money in the Bank chops?
I have no idea, but apparently I'm getting them later today, Tom.
Oh, bless you. Here's your wrestling news. An Impact Wrestling star has joined the Bullet Club. There are big plans for Raw and SmackDown ahead of SummerSlam next month. And a released WWE star just got some new WWE merchandise. We'll get to that in a bit. So we're starting immediately with spoilers from Impact Wrestling's TV tapings. They tape these things in bulk, and now fans are back there. We're going to start getting a steady stream of spoilers for whenever these things happen. Now, it is totally up to you if you would like the next few weeks of Impact Wrestling revealed for you. That is completely your call. You don't have to. You can click away from this video, come back maybe a little later on, maybe watch a cat falling off a piano. I don't know. Maybe. What video could people watch if they don't want to watch that?
They could watch you...
Watch me...
Doing... Being a bench.
Me doing being a bench. Yeah, that's it. Just type in Tom Campbell doing being a bench, and you'll either find that or some weird part of YouTube that nobody wants to visit. So you've been warned. We're going to talk Impact spoilers right away. Right, here we go. It goes a bit like this. New Bullet Club. Woo! Why are they doing keys?
Why are they doing keys?
Why are they doing keys?
Gimmick infringement.
Yeah, you should sue them for all the pennies. Who's joined the Bullet Club, Andrew?
Oh, Tom, it's Chris Bay. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Great shout on Chris Bay joining. So this came about after during the tapings we see Chris Bay taking on Juice Robinson, and Bay post-match gets offered a Bullet Club t-shirt, and they do the whole gimmick infringement keys. And the rest is history. We also see in this set of tapings Jay White teaming with Chris Bay going forward. So, thoughts on Chris Bay in the Bullet Club?
I mean, I love Chris Bay as it is anyway. So Chris Bay in the Bullet Club seems like a perfect matchup for him. So I'm excited. Great
opportunity for Chris Bay to really showcase his stuff. We've only got one piece of paper here.
We do.
Because whilst we were ready for the world to get back to normal, we didn't have enough printer ink for 2 news videos. We weren't expecting Raw to be that good. We thought we'd maybe need about this much ink for Raw. We needed that much. Furious. So just a few other notes from that taping set of Impact. So we see, of course, Jay White teaming with Chris Bay. The Drama King Matt Morris, a.k.a. Aiden English, is now officially part of Impact Wrestling. He made his in-ring debut. He teamed with Deonna Purrazzo in the Homecoming tournament. So they're doing interpromotional... not interpromotional, intergender mixed tag tournament. Those two are set to do some big things. Also in this mixed tag tournament, I love this as well because I'm a wrestling fan of a certain vintage. Brian Myers is teaming with Missy Hyatt, who is a wrestling legend from many, many decades. She hasn't wrestled since 2004, but here she is hanging out with Brian Myers in the Homecoming tournament. That should be fun. In other knockouts action, Deonna Purrazzo has accepted the challenge of Mickie James. She will face Mickie at NWA Empower. This is the all-women's event taking place next month from the National Wrestling Alliance. Frankie Kazarian back in Impact Wrestling. What's he doing there? What's he doing? He is only coming after Kenny Omega. Good Brothers, possibly setting up a Kazarian Omega thing. Now, Kazarian was very much a TNA OG. So the idea of maybe Kazarian being the guy that takes the Impact title back feels quite nice.
It does.
Feels quite good, that, doesn't it?
It does. I would like... those two together would be amazing as well. Kazarian's got a lot more in the tank. Kazarian's a good boy.
He really, really has. So that is some of the things coming up for Impact Wrestling. Looking to the WWE passes paper back. Send us ink now. Call the number on the bottom of your screen. Looking to SummerSlam, so we talked in the previous news video about Monday Night Raw, which was ridiculous. It's just like it's like they've been making vanilla ice cream for 6 months. Then all of a sudden they just made this Knickerbocker glory that was the size of the Eiffel Tower. Like, what? Well, you could have done this. We could have done this anytime you want. You do it now, fair enough. So there was lots going on Raw, and this is apparently going to be the pace that WWE wants to keep up to SummerSlam, isn't it, Anna?
It is, yeah. So WrestleVotes, again, reporting, talked to a few sources, and it seems as though WWE feels like they can absolutely keep the energy and momentum created so far this past weekend and carry it all the way through, to SummerSlam. If they can, we are looking at an all-time pay-per-view event. Time will tell. And I just feel like this This is, as I've said many times, this feels like it's going to be the WrestleMania, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This feels like the WrestleMania of the year, and I can't wait for this.
They set this stall out a while back, and they said, like, you know, we want sometimes to have a WrestleMania vibe to it, and it really does. And I think if they can get, I'm not saying that they bring back legends and stars every single week, but if they're giving us stuff that we're going to buy into and bite on, then great. I know on SmackDown this week, John Cena's on SmackDown. He's brought his working boots. He's going to be on everything. Watch him turn up on main event like Mustafa Ali. And so Cena's going to be on SmackDown this week. We're going to have Big E, Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, it feels good to say that.
It does.
Good. Suits him.
So good.
Suits him. He's fighting Apollo Crews for the 492nd time. And Bianca Belair defending the SmackDown women's title against Carmella. So there's some interesting little building blocks for SmackDown. And you know what? I think this is going to be one of those times where it's quite exciting to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I mean, just from last night alone, the crowd just made it feel so special again. I think a lot of us kind of forgot why we love wrestling over the pandemic, just because the crowd's not been there, and a lot of it is crowd participation, and just last night really just solidified the fact that wrestling's just amazing. As inherently daft as it is, it's one of the best things. It's one of the best things that brings so many people together, and I love it.
And also, Raw's been crap lately.
Well, that as well.
So that has helped.
Yes.
Raw has been crap. I'm sorry, lads. Fine, Alamo. Merch news. Now we cover merch news, but this is either going to be one thing or another. But we'll get into it. So what's the story here at Morning Glory?
So WWE released several new Braun Strowman shirts for sale on their official website last night. Strowman obviously released by the company back in June, but they obviously retained the rights to his trademark and the copyright for the character. So Tom, part of me wants to believe, because I don't see Braun Strowman in any other company. I don't know what it is. I just feel like he's a WWE boy. And I feel like maybe SummerSlam is the time for him to come back and do something. What do you reckon?
A SummerSlam return.
A SummerSlam return.
Oh, give me Goldberg and Braun
Oh,
again.
come on.
Shoot that into my veins. I think what you said is right there. He's very much a WWE guy. Whether or not this is an indication of that, I don't know. If we're going to get into the weeds on it, it's not a new design. It's a design they've used in T-shirts prior, but it's new merch in terms of how that design is delivered. They're a different type of shirt, different type of fit and stuff like that. So it very much smacks to me of like they binned off these guys during these releases without any consideration for what they're doing and where they're at. So chances are they were like about to release these anyway, and nobody's told the merch department that Braun's not there anymore. And it's like, oh, we just made these. We've got 100 to sell. I mean, fair. I mean, best of luck to you selling merchandise for a wrestler that you're not promoting anymore. But they're allowed to do that, like you said. Like you said, WWE owns the rights to the Braun Strowman name, but it is very peculiar to bring out merch for a guy that you've just released. But who knows? Maybe Andrew's right, and we will be getting some hands.
Big one.
Getting some hands.
Getting some.
Put it closer. I find because I've got tiny hands. That's the joke.
Whoa, you actually. That's insane.
Oh, I haven't done this yet. Look at the state of this.
That is what the heck?
State of that. These little sausages on the end.
I thought that was just a joke.
No. They are tiny hands. They are they are like the whole body grew except my hand.
That's insane.
I want to get these hands shirt made for Cultaholic, but they're just my tiny childlike sausages.
It would be like when a child brings back, where they put the hand in the clay and then it sets.
I can just about do that for the end of the video. Oh, they're so short.
Oh, there we go.
Keys.
Keys.
Keys. Love you, bye. It's like a tag team finisher.
Yeah.
Nice.